Columbia police search for a man accused of shooting a delivery driver.
How a local farmers market is helping small businesses grow.
And Baltimore's mayor lifts the curfew. KOMU-8 News First at 5 starts now. One person is dead and another in the hospital following an accident in Boone County. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jim Reek.
And I'm Ashley Holt. It happened just before 12:30 this morning. Here's a map to give you a better idea of where it happened. Columbia police say the driver was heading north on Creasy Springs Road near Prairie View Drive. The driver ran into a curb before sliding off the road and going through a ditch. That's when police say the car then went airborne and hit a utility pole, splitting the car in half. The driver, 27-year-old Bradley Gilman of Fulton, was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. 18-year-old Elizabeth Upton of Columbia was killed in the crash. It's not clear whether speed, alcohol, or drugs played a factor in the crash. Police say their investigation is ongoing.
Columbia police are looking for a man accused of shooting a delivery driver late last night. It happened in the 1500 block of Town Drive, that's north of I-70 near Paris Road. Police say the driver was approached by a man who pointed a gun at him and demanded cash. The driver was shot in the arm as he tried to push the gun away. Police say the shooter ran away. The driver was treated at a hospital for the gunshot wound.
The Farmers and Artisans Market in downtown Columbia fostered growth for local business owners today. Residents were out selling fresh food, plants, flowers, clothing, and trinkets, all while enjoying live music. One business owner said that the market has not only helped her business, but allows her to connect with other local businesses as well.
I got my lunch from a vendor down there the other day. I had chicken pot pie, and then of course I always get breakfast from the biscuit truck. And so I feel like we're all kind of friends supporting each other. So I do my best to try to get around to the other vendors and make friends and exchange and sell and trade.
Emery went on to say that the wonderful weather has greatly helped her business by bringing out more people, more dogs, more babies, and more fun. The market will continue every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. until mid-October.
Columbia Parks and Rec hosted the J. Dix Station Park dedication and ribbon cutting this afternoon. The park is dedicated to Dr. Dix, who worked as the medical examiner of Boone County and MU professor of pathology before his death in 2002. J. Dix Station is located in southwest Columbia along the MKT Trail. The park features a playground, fitness equipment, and a mountain bike skills course. The ceremony today kicks off the 14th annual Bike, Walk, and Wheel Week.
And Bike, Walk, and Wheel Week is all about teaching people or encouraging people to think creatively about how they get around our community. We hope that's by biking, walking, or taking transit a little more often.
The 30-acre park is the result of a collaboration between the city of Columbia, the county, and was made possible by voter-approved park sales tax.
The citywide curfew in Baltimore has now come to an end after more than a week of protests.
Many of those gatherings have turned into celebrations following the arrest of 6 police officers charged in Freddie Gray's death. NBC's Ron Allen reports. Maryland's governor has called for a day of peace and prayer.
In your national news today, several kids in Pennsylvania are facing charges after police say they stole guns from an unattended home. This is video of some of the more than 60 weapons found from the house. Police responded to the scene after neighbors made a burglary report. Police say they found 3 kids inside the house and 2 others nearby. They range in age from 11 to 14. According to police, the kids will likely face charges in juvenile court. Officials in Omaha, Nebraska say the annual Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting is drawing record crowds this year. More than 40,000 shareholders and guests were up early to attend. The Omaha-based company is celebrating 50 years with Warren Buffett at the helm. Its shareholders meeting was held at the CenturyLink Center, which was filled to capacity Saturday. Buffett and his business partner, Charlie Munger, took questions from shareholders for more than 4 hours. Events at the shareholders meeting continue today.
In world news, hundreds of motorcyclists waited for hours in Nepal's capital city hoping to get free gas. With a lack of transportation and fuel, many people can't leave the capital city to reach their families. U.S.-based group Fuel Relief Fund said it wanted to help people travel to their loved ones by giving away nearly 800 gallons of free gas, about 1 gallon for each motorcycle.
A fairly mild weekend here in mid-Missouri, but could warmer weather be on the way? Here's Kenton with a look at what's ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. And it sure was a warm weekend for us today, actually. A high temperature of 82 in Columbia. That means it was the warmest day of 2015 so far. 80 degrees in Columbia, 83 in Jefferson City, 82 in Versailles, and 84 at Lake Ozark. Certainly the most orange we've seen on that graphic all year long. 68 by 11 p.m. We are going to cool down and see some passing clouds, even maybe a passing sprinkle out there. Otherwise, on Monday, mainly dry, but a 20% chance we could see a passing shower around sunrise or even into the afternoon. Another warm day could even be the warmest day of 2015. Tomorrow, 83 expected for a high temperature on Monday afternoon. It's going to be certainly the warmest week so far this year. And I'll give you that 8-day forecast, plus a look at how much more rain we could see coming up after the break.
Tense moments at the Kansas City Zoo Saturday. Employees had to call firefighters after nearly 100 zoo-goers got stuck on the African Sky Tram.
One couple caught the whole thing on camera while hanging 30 feet in the air. Our report comes from KSHB TV. The zoo says the ride will be shut down through the weekend or perhaps longer.
A national coffee chain is facing criticism for its bottled water, and it all has to do with location. But first, a look at what's coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News.
Coming up tonight, Baltimore's emergency curfew lifted and another frightening reminder about the dangers facing the nation's police. Fight night in Vegas, the most lucrative boxing match in American history, how some fans were able to watch it for free. And a children's hospital where tutus are an important part of the healing process. When we see you right here on NBC Nightly News.
Another major company is under scrutiny over how it's responding to the historic drought in California. A Starbucks-owned line of bottled water is sourcing its water from springs in the state's mountains. Mother Jones magazine first brought the issue to light. Ethos water is sourced from private springs in Northern California. Starbucks responded to the backlash with a statement that said it would look for out-of-state water alternatives.
A Jefferson City Health Clinic is including some training on life-saving techniques.
Plus some free health screenings in Columbia just in time for the sunshine.
And it should be a fairly quiet start to our brand new work week with a few opportunities for rain later on. We'll talk all about it coming up tomorrow.
And in our New and Now segment, news as it happens, close to home and overseas, wherever it's happening.
Plus, as always, important updates to the local coverage we bring you each day. Coverage you can count on starts at 4:30.
Police come across plenty of strange sights during protests, but police in Seattle had probably never seen this. A young man with a hammer hanging from the rim of a basketball hoop at a downtown park. Police watched him swing back and forth, moving in slowly while making sure the situation was secure. In the end, the man reportedly meant no harm and was freed.
Coming up on KOMU 8 News at 9 and 10, the curfew in Baltimore is over. It returns somewhat to normal life.
And people in East Africa are covering their mouths with black tape to send the message they can't be kept silent.
We're going to be in the 70s all evening long. Certainly a warm night and going to be a warm week as well, starting on Monday. Looking at 78 midday, 83 for a high temperature to start your week. Again, a 20% chance throughout the day. And check out that 8-day forecast. 80s all week long with more rain as we head to the end of the week.
And today was the warmest day of the season so far?
Yep, got up to 82.
All right.
Break out the swimsuit.
That's our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night.